Imagine this rich, this knowledge she was about to get out with. It's ridiculous how people decide to kill themselves. They forget that our life, God gave us our life not only for ourselves. God gave us our life as a channel He can use to manifest His power, to use our knowledge, to share our knowledge with the humankind. So if we kill ourselves, people think we are killing ourselves if they are killing themselves, but you are really killing the whole generations who was going to learn from you, who was going to get information. She graduated from Columbia University in creative writing. That's her dream, that's her desire. Since when she was little, she loved to write. And then she pursued her passion. She went there to study how creative writing. And now imagine how many people she would help to write their books with her knowledge. So if she was just going like this for free of charge, killing herself, and in reality, because she helped me to write my book, really, my dear friends who are watching me, if you have an idea to kill yourself, remember, your life is not only for you. It's a gift to the humanity. So think beyond of your life. Think beyond of people around you. Think beyond of your family, because I know your family may piss you off. Your family may not say something you don't like, but think beyond of that. There is many people who are waiting to get your message. There is many people who are waiting to imitate your life. There is many people out there who wish they can be like you. They dream to be like you. Just think about them and then become power. You are powerful. You have a power inside of you. Let that power shine. Let that power in you shine out. And then share your knowledge to the people who are waiting. Forget about the people around you. They may not even understand you. But the other people, like I'm from Rwanda. Sandy, she's African American from Haiti. She grew up here. She was born here. She grew up here. She went to school in Columbia University. She had no idea that I would need her knowledge to write my book. So you too, you don't have any idea of somebody you will reach out, you will help. So please, don't take your life away, because we need it. God bless you. I'm so happy that I'm here today. I'm really privileged. God bless you. Amen. Question?
I want you to put on your Facebook that Anush, an Armenian genocide survivor descendant, says that you are the _1 best speaker I've ever heard in this venue.
Wow. Wow, thank you.
And then I would like to say a lot more. I would like to say that I'm very proud that in Rwanda that they had the highest number of women in the government.
Yes, yes. More than 65%.
Yes. And I'd also like to say that there's one thing that we might have a disagreement on, because I think that this idea of forgiveness, if genocide perpetrators and conquerors who have burned people alive and done all these bad things don't acknowledge it, I don't believe in forgiveness.
Yes.
They have to acknowledge it.
They have to acknowledge it, but however, if they don't acknowledge it, because as a survivor, forgiveness is for you first. You benefit from it.
But you know what? It's like, for me, I feel like I was in a freedom struggle, to liberate our country from people that were chopping people up and everything. So
God bless you.
For 8 years. And we didn't forgive these people. We tried to, defend ourselves from attack. And that self-defense and self-determination was the most important thing. And in order to get peace that you're talking about, we could not have peace unless we had self-determination and self-defense. And that involved, going out there with guns, with people who were with guns trying to chop us up, and succeeding.
Yeah, but peace doesn't mean that you have to sit down and wait for somebody to chop you or to shoot you. No. One day I was asking, there's a proverb in French, they say, si tu veux la paix, prépare la guerre. If you want peace, be ready to fight. I was asking one of my elders, I asked him, I don't understand how you be ready to fight if you want peace. Fighting and peace doesn't go together. He said, yes. When you have a peace, you cannot just lay out waiting for other people to come to mess up your peace. You have to protect it. You're right. People need to stand out to.
Also, I thank your mother so much for her beautiful work of art, you. And
Yes.
I wanted to know what actually happened to her.
They killed her. They
Who
killed.
killed her? How did they kill her?
Hutu, yeah, Hutu killed her in a refugee camp. My mama, she's a Tutsi.
Oh, I see. Because,
Yeah, we are Tutsis. They come, they killed her in a refugee. In a refugee camp, they were killing people. Sometimes people don't know that people being killed in a refugee camp. Yes, they do. They do.
Even in the church, people were seeking refuge in the church.
In the church, during the genocide in Rwanda, they killed people in the church. What happened in Rwanda, I tell people that it's really evil. Evil was conquering my country that time because a priest killed a priest. Imam killed imam. A Muslim killed a Muslim. A Christian killed a Christian. A nun called the killer to come to kill other nuns who were hiding in her house. So it was really evil was controlling that moment, was controlling my country. Yeah, that's it. Really, that's why I really pray for my country, pray for my people, to heal them, and then for the perpetrators to understand, to acknowledge what they did.
I've done a lot of studies of comparative genocides. Like, for instance, here in America, the native people, their genocide was like 500 years, in the making. And like the Armenian genocide was like 1915 to 1923. And the Rwandan genocide was, just a very short time actually, comparatively. And I think it's like important that people like you who, have that present knowledge, not everyone has that because they can't really understand the films inside our brain, and to transmit it. So I applaud your work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's it. That's one of the reasons why I speak, because I know there is a many survivors who cannot even stand. It took me 10 years to understand that it's okay. I can speak despite whatever people will ask, despite whatever people will say. I can speak and then say, this is what happened to me. Has nothing to do with my life now I'm living in, because I believe that my life is big than whatever happened to me. It may affect me the rest of my life. I will live without parents. No people think ahead of for me. I am the one who have to struggle to think. If I make mistake, I made mistake. Maybe it will be many years for me to understand that I'm doing a mistake, to come back here, because when you don't have a parent, it's not easy life. Parents, they always think ahead of you, especially your mom. Your mother is somebody you can cry on. You can say whatever you say, and then she can say, I love you. I still love you. You are my daughter. You are my son. Only mother. If your mom is going, you cannot find that mother anywhere else. So it's a trauma. It's a pain we're dealing with. But hey, it's a life. We have to try to move on.
Yes.
I just wanted to say that you are a phenomenal being, and I hope that somehow you can stay in this country and maybe even build a school to help build up phenomenal girls to be phenomenal women, because no matter where you go in the world, there's all different types of violence, and everybody needs peace, and we're experiencing that there too, and little girls growing up to be women with our skin color are going through the same thing. Not what you did, not what you went through in your country, but it's still the same kind of violence. And your mother, they may have killed her body, her vessel, but your mother's alive.
Wow, amen, amen, amen. I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
And she is carrying you through, because you have a spirit that I have never seen, and it's just the energy that you bring. You actually bring peace.
Wow.
It's what you went through, because you can stand here now and say that you lived it. And just like you said, when you watch those movies, I can't watch movies like that. I cry. And that's just a movie that's not even real, and you lived it, and you're standing there. And what you said to people about killing yourself, and it's like, how selfish can you be? And I never realized that, because I was in that place too, and I actually tried it a couple of times, and I realize now how selfish could I be, because obviously it didn't work, and I'm still alive.
Amen.
You're still alive, and you had death all around you, and you were chosen to stay alive to help to bring peace, so
Wow.
that it could spread. So you bring that knowledge to other girls that haven't even gone through what you've gone through, so that they could do it too and carry that on. So I thank you for coming.
Oh my God, thank you, thank you. You're gonna help me to build that school. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Humanity. Humanistic group. We're gonna build that school. It's good. That's it. Assignment. That's another job we were going to work on. Yes.
Could you talk a little bit more about forgiveness? There are some people who are in social sciences studying the effects of humility and gratitude, and how those traits help alleviate anxiety. And it seems to me that forgiveness is very similar in that it empowers you. It enables you to step outside of your inherent narcissism. You're thinking that you're somehow special, and you should be humble and be grateful for what you have, who you are, and in that forgive people who you think have wronged you, or you feel that have taken something from you. Could you comment on that, how forgiveness maybe ties in with humility, gratitude, how you relate to others?
Yeah, with humility, gratitude, being thankful. Yeah, forgiveness. Mahatma Gandhi said forgiveness is not for cowards. It's for strong people. It's for, because to forgive, it takes courage. It takes courage. You have to go through yourself. You have to, even you beat yourself, you have to go to everything. Why I didn't do that? You have many why in your mind. You have many excuses you can use to harm somebody, to pay back, to blame somebody, which is true. It's a reality. But when you put everything like on a paper, for instance, for people who want to forgive, want to learn to forgive easily, write everything on a paper, what you want, because when we forgive, it's like like I told you, we are taking that negative out. In order to take that negative out, you have to recognize it. You have to acknowledge that whatever this person did to me, it's harmed me in this way. So if you can write down everything painful you feel about that person, and then you can write down how you feel you can punch that person, or how you feel you can reply to that person. Everything, you write it down. You write it down. If forgiveness is not easy for you, this is the key. Write everything down people did to you, what you blame them about. I'm living this way because so and so did this to me. Write everything down. And then you write what you wish you could be done if that person didn't do that to you. Okay, so then maybe 1 day, 2 days, you come back after you relax your mind. I really suggest people should do sport, because sport helps us to relax our mind. You can do workout, you can run, there is now sauna, you can go to sauna, sit down in that heat. It helps you to relax your mind. And then 1 day, 2 days, you come back, you look on that paper. You are looking in the mirror, you are looking at yourself, how you was going to react. That would make you scare a little bit. You will say, oh my God, this is me. There is a nun she used to teach us, she used to tell us that sometimes we surprise ourselves. Sometimes we do stuff we never thought that we would do. It's a surprise. Sometimes it shocks us. So when you come back to that paper, you look at that paper, you sit down, you wonder, you ask yourself, this is really what I want to do? Or this is what I want to do? Because you wrote good and bad. So you will choose. Because in our body, inside of our heart, everybody wants to do good. It's a must. Study proved that everybody wants to be a good person. Everybody wants to be kind. Even those people who do bad things, they do bad things in the name of doing kind. kindness. It's ridiculous how people twist their thinking, they work. So when you sit down with those papers in social studies and human behavior, I guarantee you will come up with a totally different concept. Because you put that, it's like you're looking yourself in the mirror. If somebody steal your couch, or if somebody steal your car, if it's really this person deserves for me to do this to him in order for him to understand that he did this to me, you will judge. I guarantee. Try that, or ask those people to try that. They will really completely become different people. What happens is this: we keep every negative in our mind. We don't take it out. There is somebody who said, "Garbage in, garbage out." We need to figure out how we can take that out. So, in order to bring something new. So forgiveness, so business, so everything people do. If your mind is full, it's not easy to put something in you. So bad friends, we need to take out bad friends so we can have a new friends, good friends. If you don't take that out, how are you gonna get new friends? They are full in you. You know, your hand is tight. So take some. I love this guy, Grandin Claudine, he's a business guy. He's the one who said, if your hand is tight, he wrote a book, 10X. He wrote another book, he talked about selling. He wrote another book called Sell or Be Sold. He said everybody's in selling business, or they're selling you. You sell or they sell you. So he said, you have to take something out of your hand. If your hand is tight, how you gonna do business? You have a sometimes he said he's looking in his company, somebody can clean out, because if business is not going well, it's like somebody's doing bad things somewhere. I need to get out somebody. That is a business model. So really, in life, our life is very precious. We live once, we don't live twice. It is good to spend life in joy, in happiness, instead of spending life or living like in hell while we're still here. So really, it's our choice. We can live joyful life. To be joyful doesn't cost a lot. You don't need to spend too much money to be happy. There are some people who said happiness you don't buy happiness. We create. There's another writer I really love, Brendan Bashar. Brendan Bashar, he wrote a book, The Charge. He said, nobody gives you joy. We create, we generate joy. Joy is inside of us. So it's up to me, it's up to you to create the joy inside of you. That's what I did when my mom was killed. I was like, should I live in a miserable life? Complain all the time, blaming other people, blaming people killed my mom. I'm living this because of you, because you can blame anybody, anything, and then you're right. It's your choice. Should I spend my life like that, complaining, crying, or should I spend my life being happy? So when you choose to be happy, good memory comes. That's why I choose the good memory, to bring good memory of my mother, so I can be happy. So really, if there's no other question, you have a question? And then remember to buy my book. My book is money I am selling my book. Money I get, I use it to help some kids in Rwanda, some orphans. There is people who need money to pay school fees. There's this little boy. He graduated, but they refused to give him his diploma because he owes school $200 US. Because of that, him too, he contacted me. He wanted to kill himself. Because he's an orphan, he grew up, his parents were died, they were killed by water. He flew to Burundi, his parents died there. He came back in Rwanda because when he was in Burundi, he managed to go to school. He won a scholarship to go to study in South Africa. Burundian switched his name, they put a citizen to go to take advantage of that opportunity. He went to court to sue them. He won the case. They told him, no, we're going to kill you. No more fighting with you. We're going to kill you. So he had to come back in Rwanda to free for his life. So when he got in Rwanda, he could not find a job because he didn't know anybody. And then he had to take care of cows. to be able to pay little money. They paid him like $5 a month or $10 a month. So he seriously, with that nothing, he managed to study. He finished high school. Then he didn't have money to pay for all his semesters. They told him, you have a diploma, but we cannot give it to you. So his life was like, I don't deserve to live anymore. He wanted to kill himself. But he was my friend on Facebook. He always saw my post. He contacted me, said, can I call you my auntie? I said, oh, go ahead, call me your auntie anytime. Because myself too, I spent 10 years, after surviving genocide, I spent 10 years begging women if they can allow me to call them my mother. They were like, no, you're too old, we are not your mom. I said, I just needed to call mom, because my mom, she was my best friend. I missed to call somebody mother. I was crying all the time. When I had somebody calling mom, I was crying. I spent 10 years begging people on the street, can I call you mother? They're like, no way, we are not your mom. Can I please? So I understood how he felt emotionally. I told him, yeah, call me auntie. So I started to call him my son. Oh, my son, how are you doing today? So we started to talk. So he told me his life. He said, I want to kill myself. I said, no, you cannot kill yourself. Listen. He said, I'm going through hell. I said, listen. You told me, I managed to show him. One day I will show you the film. He made the video about his life. I managed to show him the power he has. I told him, according to what he went through, you are a powerful human being I ever see. So you cannot just kill yourself like that. Because when he went through, it's a proof that you are powerful. You can go through everything and then survive and then make your life. $200 you miss for getting your diploma. We can look for somebody who can give you that money and then you get your diploma easily. But don't kill yourself, because you have a long work to do to help many people. So he's still alive. I'm so happy. I'm very happy he's still alive.
Inspired.
Yeah.
And I'd like to comment, your approach is the ultimate, I think, in humanistic philosophy, because in doing good things and taking adversity and turning it into something creative, a powerful force. I like your energy.
Thank you.
You're dynamic, and you are an inspiration.
Amen.
I would love to adopt you as a daughter.
Oh, please, I need the mother. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, please.
We're in scary circumstances universally right now, with ISIS and possible, how is U.S. going to, you said you must protect, and a lot of people are going to turn that into, go kill ISIS, we'll kill them all. And this is terrifying to me, because this could unleash the war to end all wars. Whoever gets a hold of the nuclear components, it's just, there's such scary things happening. And I remember reading that radio in Rwanda was instigating the enmity. People who are intermarried, living in the same community, for the Hutus against the Tutsis, and stirring up this us and them tribal, anger. And I fear that we're in this process now, and how U.S. is the most powerful military being on the face of this earth. And I'm just so afraid that elements in our government are going to come out with just big retaliation, and you're talking about forgiveness, but defending, and I don't, it's very, very frightening to me. I just wondered if you have incorporated the present world situation into your positive, do you see hope humankind.
Yeah, I see hope of coming to the media. Media is powerful weapon. Media, they use media a lot in my country because there is many people who were killed. If it was no media, they were not going to be killed. Because the media, they were calling names. They were saying, so-and-so died, but we didn't see the body of so-and-so among the death. That means so-and-so is still alive. Go look those people, those family, kill them. So media, they were saying the names of the people on the radio. You know, you saw the movie, they were checkpoint everywhere. So if you pass there and then they already announced your name on the radio, people look at you, they recognize you. Before, if they didn't say your name, no one knew who you are. But now your name is everywhere because everybody in my country, they listen to the media, they listen to the radio. They kill you because somebody announced your name. Media really play a key role. That's why media people, the people in the media, it's good to think, to understand about humankind according to whatever message they are producing, because media impact our life every day. So people who are in the media, I suggest, you may watch this, people who are in the media, I suggest that, I know it's a freedom of speech, yes, but please think about your speech. Who's going to carry your message out there? How your message is going to impact people's lives? How people were going to interpret. You may not mean what you say, but remember, people outside on the street, they understand what you mean, or they understand what you say. We are just human beings. They interpret message you give to them in their own way of understanding. So please, I will really remind you to hold yourself accountable in the message you are giving out to the people, because those messages go a long way. They may use it in a good way, they may use it in a bad way. So please help us to make a world better place to be. It's a politics. Everybody's not a politician. We don't understand the politics difference in the same ways. Mandela one day said that politicians and narcissists, they make some mistakes thinking that their enemies should become enemies of everybody. So if you are making political analysis, remember there is a people out there who have no clue about politics. Just please help us to understand you. And then help us to understand what you mean. If you want peace, please don't give us a message for us to go to do opposite. God bless you. That's what I can say. Yeah, politicians, they have their own way to interpret things. Yeah. Thank you. My pleasure. That's it. God bless you. Thank you.